How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to Front Page FIFA. Today, we're talking about the second brand new league to come out for FIFA. This month, it's the Netherlands instead of France. Obviously, the E-League coming out last month, and this month it's the E-Divisie. They love just kind of throwing E in front of the names of their leagues, apparently. But today we have a pro player that has been around the Dutch FIFA scene for a while now. Xcilpersion, a good friend of mine. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm really good. Really excited to talk about the subject. So great developments for the Dutch esports scene.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think that we all kind of expected it in a way because obviously you've seen clubs like Ajax, you've seen clubs out there in the Dutch scene picking up players recently, having these qualifying tournaments. They've kind of been doing it a little bit differently than, say, your PSGs, your Manchester Cities, who just seem to go out and pick a player. What's your opinion of this kind of format that the Dutch clubs seem to be taking compared to, the French and the English clubs?
And on the one hand, I understand it because they don't have that much knowledge on who is the good player, etc. But on the other hand, it's also the format is usually 4 minutes per half. There's no extra time. It's immediately penalties and one loss and you're out. So the chance is really there that not the best player is winning in the end.
Yeah, and it seems like we've even seen that happen at kind of the first couple international tournaments we've seen. The Dutch clubs haven't been doing that good compared to the English clubs, the Spanish clubs, the Portuguese clubs, the German clubs. They seem to be at the bottom of the pile right now. What do you say needs to happen for this last kind of batch of clubs? What do you think they need to do to make sure that like the E-Divisie doesn't kind of get left in the background in a way?
Well, so far when I was at the tournaments, I've noticed that the organization wasn't that well. So I assume they just agreed with the wrong party to cooperate and find the right player. So what they really need to do is just focus on getting the right person, the right party to help them finding the right player. And just sign one that's been around for a while, that's been performing well. And not those that organize a cup and make money themselves and don't care about what player the club is getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's definitely about consistency, more so than who plays the best on that given day. Because obviously, FIFA's a crazy game, and anyone kind of at that pro level can beat anyone unless you're kind of on that upper echelon of players. Pretty much anyone can beat anyone on any given day, so you don't really know if you're getting the best player. You've seen pretty much all of the players that have been signed by clubs thus far by major teams have been Xbox players. Do you think this is unwise of E-Divisie to go PS4, or do you think that them kind of putting all of their players on one console is a wise decision overall?
From what I've seen, the E-Divisie is combined PS4 and Xbox One. So that makes a little more sense in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But as most of the cups and games are played on Xbox internationally, I understand that PS4 might not be the brightest thing, but in the Netherlands most of the players are playing on PS4, so that's probably why they picked it.
Yeah, do you think that this is going to push certain Dutch players to move from PlayStation to Xbox?
To some extent, if they play for one of the clubs and it's on PS4 and Xbox One, they have to make the move to Xbox One. But on the other hand, most qualifying tournaments are on PS4, and I guess for next year again they will stay on PS4. So for most players, I don't see the need to switch from PS4 to Xbox One.
Yeah, because you've seen it's possible. Players like #Harry, who has done series going over to PlayStation and still performing just as well, if not better, even moving from Xbox to PlayStation. Do you feel like the fact that now that the date for the beginning of the league, February 6th, is so close, do you feel like this is really going to motivate like all of the Dutch players kind of in the Netherlands to get out and play and kind of light a fire underneath some competitive players?
is earlier than everybody expected, I guess. Everyone was thinking with the new season, like the 2017-2018 season, that the league will get started and the teams were just recruiting players now.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the teams and the players that already signed for a club already knew about this before, so they are prepared. But for those players that are just playing these qualifying tournaments like now, it's a little bit of a surprise, and it puts a little more pressure on it, I guess.
So maybe more pressure than you would say overall motivation, just because of how quick and fast this is turning around. Because establishing an organization, a FIFA organization for a club isn't just as easy as signing a player. There's so much more that goes into it.
Yeah, you have to be ready in 2 weeks. You can't waste it now. Your opportunity, it's here. It's not like it's in 3 months or 4 months. You can prepare. You have to do it now.
Now, one thing that's come out that's been pretty interesting is actually the way that they said that the league's going to be broadcast. So obviously they've said there's going to be Twitch, there's going to be YouTube, but they also said that there's going to be Fox Soccer Netherlands. Do you think that that's going to take this to the next level as well, being that it's actually going to be televised?
Well, I know with the last FIWC, so the FIFA Interactive World Cup last year, with the final of Albacha against John Allen, it was also broadcasted on television with commentating the Ajax esports player. So I think that was broadcast and watched really well by the viewers, the number of viewers.
Do you feel like that the Dutch FIFA scene is going to be able to pull that amount of viewers, though? Do you feel like the audience is there in the Netherlands for that?
I don't think that most of the viewers of Fox Sports are waiting for it. I've got a subscription with it myself, and when the second league's Dutch football on it, I'm not watching. I will watch the esports, of course, but yeah, I don't think it's what the majority of people are wanting to watch. To be honest, it's something for the younger generation, but not for those paying the subscriptions, etc.
Yeah, which makes sense, because I think that is the goal of a lot of these leagues, is to kind of engage a younger generation of fans, because you've seen a lot of issues in clubs over the past 5 years of younger fans not being able to get out there because of higher ticket prices and stuff like that. So I feel like this is kind of a good way to get younger fans re-engaged with clubs. I don't know, do you see that kind of issue in the Netherlands of kind of younger people not going to football matches as much?
It's just like everybody everywhere else, I guess. It's just that people or the children are not playing on the streets anymore, but enjoy playing on their Xboxes or PlayStations nowadays. It's harder for them to engage in the offline football. I think they're using this form of online identification with the clubs to attract people to visit the games, attend in clinics for children, and such kind of things.
Yeah. So I guess just kind of wrapping this up, the E-Divisie, comparatively to E-League and stuff like that, obviously the quality is for the overall player base is a little bit lower, but do you believe that this, with the way that it's structured and formatted right now, do you believe that the E-Divisie is going to be successful?
With the format like 17 games for the FWC qualifier spot, it should be successful. I think some of the players are just the top of the country, so that's not the issue, I guess. It's just that some clubs didn't get the right player, in my opinion. But it should get everything started for the next couple of years. It's just a start, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a young industry, and hopefully, Xcil, we see you donning a club jersey here pretty soon.
I hope so. It will be good.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. Big thanks to Xcil for coming on again. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe for more of this type of content, and don't forget to come back next time for your #1 source for all FIFA esports news.
Striding onto the ball with that long stride, Vieira. Position they've